G'day everybody, it's story time, and I want to talk about a story that I regret. And here it goes. When Emma's mum passed on, it hurt me. It hurt me a lot. And when I get hurt, I like to try to ignore things. That's the way I get through it, is I pretend at first it didn't happen, I'm not ready for it yet. And the best way to do that is to keep on trucking. And it was getting to me the first couple of days, so I went back to work. And when I went back to work, I even got some advice that I was doing the right thing, because the owner of the place I was working at, he ended up saying that he had someone die in his family too, and the best way he could cope at first was to go back to work too. And that's what I did. But in the end, and I asked Emma too not to put up any photos or anything like that, because it got to me. I wasn't ready for it yet. And we got photos up now. We did after a little while. Like I said to her that I was going to do. I want them up, but just not at the moment. But we were opposite at that time, because Emma wanted photos up and I didn't. And Emma wanted to talk about things a little bit more, I guess. And I did, but I just didn't want to keep talking about the same thing. I wanted to move on a little bit too quick. And that was a fault of mine in the end, wasn't it? For why other things happened. Yeah? And you got to watch things like that, guys, because when that happens, people are vulnerable. Things can happen. And that was the second time Emma went and cheated again within that issue, because I wasn't there enough and we didn't speak enough to each other. And really, we just needed to speak to each other a little bit more, but we didn't. And people go other places and do other things. But we learn that lesson in life in the end, don't we? That?
Oh, yeah. I didn't realise it was on my...
Yeah, we learn that life lesson. And then we move on. But we've sorted all that issue out now, haven't we, Beb?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be years later too. A long time later. You think you've sorted out issues sometimes, and then it could be years later when you find out that they weren't quite sorted out. Anyway, people, I thought I'd do a story time about how I feel when deaths happen. I like to not get involved with things too much. Definitely if there's a lot of, hurt going around and stuff like that, I try to not to get involved with that. And but I heal over time when I'm ready. That's what we do. I think a lot of people do that. Some people do it straight away. So I did a little release, I guess, and then I held it for a while. And it takes a few of them, doesn't it, Bub, in the end? Takes a few times to heal. You think you've healed, but then you haven't healed. Yeah. Anyway, people, bye-bye, and have a good one. Let me know in comments if you've had anything similar. I'd love to know. Bye-bye. See ya.